redefining co-working.
Exceptional offices for every business.
This summer, eSpaces expands with 2 premier locations.
Cool Springs at Corporate Center and Brentwood at City Park.
Explore the private offices, team suites, and fully equipped meeting rooms.
Limited spaces are available.
Schedule your private tour now at espaces.com and be sure to check out all 15 locations at espaces.com.
That's espaces.com.
espaces.com.
Going through Indiana, met the man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. You're called a harvest moon in Kansas. You'll understand why God made those flyover states. Oh, nice. See, nice. I can match.
Nice. I gotta tell you, and you've got this like classic Willie Nelson back phrasing thing going on, which is
I love it.
Which is, I think you might have a whole nother chapter to your career.
I don't think so.
Recording artist.
No, because what's funny is like if you would have stopped singing and I would have kept going, I would have fallen completely flat. And I don't know why. I've tried to figure that out. I don't know, whenever you stop singing, I will hold it for a second and then I just.
Well, that's like most artists today, so you're fine. Most of the young artists, they do the same thing.
I was sitting in the driveway, doing the live, and somebody got on there clowning me because my account got taken down and it lit a fire under me. And I said, the hell with that account. And I got out of the truck, went and changed clothes, started posting videos. I posted like 5-6 videos a day for the next year and a half. But in that 30 days, from that moment that I got out of the truck, 30 days later, I had 3 million followers on that TikTok account just because that dude pissed me off.
That's all it is.
Oh, I can't wait for the feedback.
Both are qualified in softball. In football, no.
Hey, let the women have their softball. Let the women ump it. Like, wait, honestly, just let us have our stuff. And
I don't know. I love you, Neil, but I don't agree.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't.
Whatever.
I
like your haircut.
God, that's where he goes. He goes, it's personal.
The Try That in a Small Town podcast begins now.
Welcome back to the Try That in a Small Town podcast. Coming to you from the Patriot Mobile Studios.
Jim's got COVID.
He might have COVID.
Get Fauci.
But we're powering through without masks.
Yeah.
We got Thrash. We got K-Lo. The Will Levis mask.
Will Levis mask. Where is Will? Will, I miss you.
Yeah, maybe you wasn't the problem.
Been 2 weeks without you, buddy.
I'm good.
God.
Hey, my immune system's built way up. I didn't get the boost or the shot or any of it.
Did you get COVID? Have we talked about
this?
this?
Like 3 weeks ago.
I was not in the hospital.
Hey, you were. You got rushed to the emergency room.
What are you talking about?
Right? When you got that thing caught in your throat and everything, you woke up.
I didn't go to the hospital.
Lana thought you were
choked
dying.
I regurgitated my freaking meal from the night before from acid reflux.
But you did think you were having a heart
wasn't
attack.
COVID?
No, it wasn't anything. I was choking to death.
That's very serious.
I regurgitated.
I know. I'm just saying you have had health
acid
issues.
reflux, and I was choking. I woke up. That's what people.
That's bad.
Simmer down. This is why you got your heart rate elevated.
I didn't go to the
No,
hospital.
it's not.
Simmer down. It's okay.
When's the last time you had a
I'm
physical?
sorry.
A physical?
Yeah.
Last night.
All right.
No. He
Come
didn't
on,
say,
let's
when
go.
did you get
And
physical?
we're back.
Okay.
It's probably a good thing we're loose tonight because we got a guy that we're going to have to be on our toes for.
Yeah.
Justin Nunley. And if you don't know him, you're missing out. He's got 20 million followers or something.
Just
a tick ahead of us.
Just in danger, Nunley.
Yeah.
Justin Danger. We're going to have to ask
Danger.
about that. Danger.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Did you know him? What
I
was
met
it?
him. I met him at Gary LaVox's camp when we were deer hunting one year.
How long ago was that?
Oh gosh, 2022, 2000. I don't know. I can't remember. It was 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
And he's gotten very famous
Yes.
for his TikTok videos, right? And what's
Huge.
his catchphrase, or what's the phrase that he?
At the end, what's he say? Do y'all know? At the end, he
He'll
said-
have a clip of somebody doing something stupid, and he'll go, and he'll have this look on his face like.
And he breaks in with a random
And then he-
fact.
It's somewhat random. Sometimes it's on a little, then sometimes it's way off.
Did you know? And he sounds a little feminine sometimes when he does it. But he's like, listen, did you know?
I don't think it's that feminine.
It's
I don't-
not.
I don't think-
Sometimes it's a little feminine.
Yeah.
Well, his new haircut looks a little feminine to me.
I don't know.
He'll love it.
It's a mullet.
He'll
It
love
looks pretty good.
The mullet. I don't know. I think he's a little old for a mullet.
I don't know.
If you didn't
Older
grow
you
up
get-
with a mullet, we're the ones that made mullets famous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely in
I
that.
had a really
yeah.
killer mullet.
No, I did too.
Me too, with
Yeah.
the perms, very
And Jim
natural
will get you
curls.
pictures that you can
That'd
post.
be a good idea.
But we were the mulleteers.
Muleteers.
We were.
I had a really bitchin' rat tail too back in school. It was awesome.
Oh.
That thing was.
Did you drive an S10?
I had an S10.
Yeah, that's
I did. I had an S10.
That's really funny.
That's good.
Oh my gosh! Let's not waste any more time because this is going to be a good one here. We're here with Justin. Speaking of nicknames, well, what's the origin of Danger?
Hey, man,
Ooh, I
Danger's
know.
my middle name.
I
I'm a
know.
professional bomb builder, amateur gynecologist. I can do it all.
Austin Powers. Austin Powers. The Austin Powers movie, right? Yeah.
Oh shit.
So did you? So from the Austin Powers movie, did you take that and make that your middle name, or did your parents name you Danger?
It's just always kind of been a joke. Ever since I signed up for Facebook back in the day, when they just opened it up to the general population.
Yeah.
I just put my middle name as Danger, and it's just always been there. So.
It's awesome.
How long's this been going on?
What, life?
Danger.
I'm about 41.
No, Danger.
Danger, since about 2019.
Really?
Yeah. Which it took me a couple years to figure things out,
Why is it? I've noticed that when people get more famous and they get richer
Right?
and bigger,
Yeah.
that their beards get longer.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's
you're
because-
following
Well,
suit.
his beard is
I
long,
like
but
the
it's-
beard. Don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah.
It's growing perfect. Your gray is perfect.
It's very
Do you do
coiffed.
that, or is that
No,
natural?
that's natural. Well, I tried to color my beard earlier this year. I don't know if y'all saw it or not. Well, the lady that does my hair, right, my beautician, if you will. I go to a beauty shop. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, business in the front, shaking that mullet.
There you go.
Party
Party in the
like
back.
So no, she said, if you want to color it, we can color it. I've got some demi permanent. I was like, well, what does that mean? She's like, well, it's temporary. Now, I'm thinking same thing you're thinking. I'll let you put it on, and if I don't like it, I'll just wash it out. She's like, yeah, it'll wash out in about a month. That shit don't wash out. It's permanent.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they call it demi permanent.
What segments you think we're talking about here, so we can go back and look? I want to go back and see.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
Or you can
When,
dig.
when
we'll
was
be able
I
to
at
dig for
Bristol?
it.
When was I at Bristol for the spring? April. Go to April, and shortly after the Bristol race, I shaved it. I did a deal with Manscaped and shaved my beard.
Manscaped.
And I was like, all right,
Were
well,
you-
Nice.
Just your beard?
Well, no, I mean, I shaved my undercarriage too.
Well, Kalo's got
Well-
a
Hey,
Manscaped.
Caleb.
Now-
That's
well,
interesting
and he
conversation.
won't
But we're,
touch it.
still,
won't use it.
but we're still on the mullets though. So when I was in junior high, when the mullets were coming in, and then actually the perm was in at the time. So did
Was
you
that
ever?
back during the civil rights era?
It was close. It was close. But you talked about your beautician.
I'm sorry, I don't even know you that well. and I'm over here cracking jokes, man.
You had your beautician. You're talking about your
Yep.
beautician, and
Yes,
we
sir.
actually had to go. I went to California Concept Hair Design in
Okay.
Hickson, Tennessee. And you'd get a perm, and you have to hide. You have to kind of go in the back doors, kind of like, I don't want anybody to see me getting
Right.
that. But everybody else had it, and it was cool.
I prefer to go in the back door.
Yeah, yeah. So well, that might be another podcast. But anyway, but mine was a real natural, look. So
Right.
I only had it permed up to the crown, where it was real
Okay.
natural. It was all straight, and then where it got real curvy.
Okay.
You should perm it
It
now.
looked pretty badass.
You should perm your hair now.
I could. It takes some really tiny rollers. But
Well, I've been
it can
thinking about
happen.
perming my hair. Just for the pure shock value online. It's like people,
Yeah.
hey, silence that phone.
Please.
Sorry. That's an
Everybody
amateur
check and
move.
make sure.
Hey, did you make sure that mine's on do not disturb? Because once I talk shit about somebody,
It's on ring too.
no, I've been thinking about just perming mine. My oldest, my 15-year-old, he's grew a pretty phenomenal mullet, right?
Okay.
And he had the top of his permed, and the day after, and then 2 or 3 days after, it looked like a Jerry curl. It looked straight Jerry curl. Hey, listen, did you know the movie Pulp Fiction? Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
He had, so he was supposed to have an afro in that movie, and they told the production assistant to go get an afro wig. He had no clue what afro was, so he came back with a Jerry curl wig, and that's why Samuel L. Jackson has
I
a Jerry
wondered
curl.
why his hair looked
That's
like
why.
that. I thought he got it from Coming to America.
No, man, they just said, well, he's wearing a Jerry curl, and it kind of fits. Like,
That's
I could
amazing.
not
No,
watch
it's
this
just
movie with
fantastic.
anything other.
I love that movie. Yeah, I can't picture him in any other.
Could you
hairdo
imagine him
than
having an afro?
that.
No.
I can see Kalo having some sort of perm though.
I've got.
Let's
some
go back to the
pictures. I got some
Manscaped.
pictures.
Yeah, let's go back to that real quick.
The Manscaped
Yeah,
5000.
he did try to trot over that, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's a reason for
now-
that, though.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know how this came up last time. When did it come up?
We were talking after the podcast.
I think we were
Oh, it was
off
after
air.
the podcast. Yeah.
I think you had an itch and you were scratching down there.
No,
We were like,
that's
hey,
no. Let's don't.
The short of it is
They
that's
make
not.
ointment for
that's
that.
the
not
short
it. No.
of it.
No, but we were talking
long
about
of it.
the Manscaped 4000 because some buddies of mine were talking to me one day about, hey, shaving down there and all this stuff, and I never have, so.
Never.
Well, I said you ought to get the Manscaped 4000, and so this is about a year and a half.
You needed a weed eater,
might need-
brother. If
well,
you had never,
You might need the 4500.
I
Hedge
did.
trimmers.
I went and got it.
Yeah.
And it's still in my bathroom. The plastic's still on it. Never took it out.
brother.
So, yeah.
That's what we said. That's
Yeah.
And I just his wife's a saint of a woman, obviously.
Obviously.
And just beautiful wife you have, and I'm just wondering
Thank
what
you,
kind
Tony.
of torture are you subjecting her to on a daily basis if you've
Hey,
never.
so I
have a question, real quick.
Someone uncomfortable.
He conditioned.
I've got jokes that I'm just not even
I
going to
know.
throw out there right now.
That's all right.
Her dad listens to this podcast.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
My name is Russell,
Andy, I
and I'm a
apologize.
wilderness explorer. You can cut that if you need to, brother.
We don't ever cut anything, really. So,
I know. We wound up never.
No, we don't cut anything, apparently.
So you were saying about what were you talking about?
Oh, boy.
Actually, I feel like this could be the start of a new era, a more manicured era.
Or a new sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the contacts.
Okay.
If y'all need it, I'll sling it to you.
You know everybody.
Not everybody.
So you're like co-owner of a vitamin drink.
but no,
an
it's
energy drink.
Energy.
Waste Energy. Right.
Oh,
we give
speak about this because we need to get him.
Waste Energy drink. We're veteran owned, veteran operated. We give 10% back of everything we earn to military veterans and first responders. Partnered with the Gary Sinise Foundation and Fifth Squad, and it's a very clean energy drink. No sugar. Like one of our drinks has 5 calories. One of them has 10 calories.
Did you bring us any?
No, but I'll have you said there'll be some shipped.
Hey, where do you
they're on
find
their
this?
way.
Where can the people find it?
Tomorrow. I'll send you back with a bunch.
No,
tomorrow.
Wednesday. I'm a Wednesday.
That's right. Yeah. So you can get them at wasteenergy.com.
Yeah.
Right. And we're working on distribution. And I'm pretty sure we just got distribution in. She can correct me. Did we just get distribution in Tennessee? I think we got Kentucky, Ohio. Okay. Yeah. So
what kind of flavors? Like, what's the range of flavors?
we've got orange cream. We've got pomegranate peach. Cherry limeade's my favorite.
Cherry limeade.
Dude.
Send a case of that.
It is fire. As the kids say these days, it's absolute gas.
That's amazing, and amazing giving back to the veterans, and that's it's all about, right?
Which obviously leads us. You were in the Air Force for quite
Yes,
a while,
sir.
right?
Yeah, 20 years. I just retired.
You just
Yeah,
retired?
I just retired last month. This month. Wait, what day is it?
We're not sure.
We're still in September. I just I
Really?
just retired 2 weeks ago. Active duty military. Yeah.
Congrats, and thank you for your service.
congrats.
Yeah.
I've been doing Skill Bridge for the past 6 months. So
What does
the
that mean?
optics. Skill Bridge is a program that allows military veterans to transition out of the military.
Transition?
Yeah, not like that. You do have to clarify these days.
You really do.
No, it lets you transition out where you can go out in the work world, and because some people that have been in like me for 20 years, I hadn't worked a regular job. Things have changed in 20 years, brother. So I worked with Emerald Coast Harley Davidson for the past 6 months, and when it was time for it to be up, Gus, the owner over there, offered me a partnership, and now I'm partner there at the Harley dealership and with the Big Gus Tractor and Equipment.
Oh,
so yeah,
Nice. Getting into farming.
a little bit of farming, yeah.
I'd like to see that. I'd love to see you on a harvester.
Well, let's do it.
They drive themselves, so I could see you in one.
Oh, I can program them.
Well, I
I
thought
almost flipped an excavator 2 weeks ago playing around. Yeah, I'll send you that video.
Man, yeah, I want to see that.
I thought what was cool is that most of the people when they're in the service, when they're at nighttime, a lot of them just some of them with their families, but the younger guys are just drinking beer and stuff like that. And you were creating this huge, massive business you're in now for 3 years. While you're in the service, you were doing what you're doing now.
Yeah, for the past
That's where you
5
started,
years,
right?
Yeah, for about the
Which
past
is pretty
5,
cool because most people are not thinking that far ahead.
Well, I don't give me too much credit because I don't plan much out. It just kind of happened that way, And I was honestly kind of wondering, is this going to work? Because there was a couple times where it was like, I got called into the man's office, and it's like, hey, we see what you're doing here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to quit. It's like one of those lines in the sand. It's like, I'm doing it on my own time. I never posted anything in uniform, maybe one or two. And I just kept the two things separate. And a lot of people were absolutely shocked 2 years ago when I did a transition video for a mom that was crying about her son going off to boot camp, and I said, "You're going to be fine. He's going to be fine. You want to know how I know?" And it switched to me being in uniform, and it just blew everybody's mind. They was like, I had no clue.
Yeah,
I'd kept it completely quiet. That I was in, not because I was ashamed of it, just because. Not everybody needs to know everything,
right.
And I'm a firm believer in that, but people want to know everything.
They like to.
Yeah.
How many viewers did you have at that point when they started to find out?
I mean, I'm sitting right now at about 21 million total followers. And
Jeez.
I probably at that time had about 15 million maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are they all actual
Where are
people?
we at? Jim,
Hell
where
if
are we?
I know.
Are we close?
I don't know them all.
Close.
I don't know them all.
Have you had any like safety breaches at the house?
Yeah. We there was a guy arrested last year, year before last, on 4 felony charges, and we've had people stop by the house. I've had to do video a couple times, like, hey, I love y'all. I get it. You love me. Don't come to my house. The interaction that me and you are going to have is not going to be what you think in your mind if you come to my house.
Were some of them like coming there to do to shake it up, or
I don't know.
Most of them just
you
fans?
don't know. I
Right.
mean, anybody can approach you in one manner and have totally different. So I'm a pretty security minded person, if you will, and I make sure that things are taken care of around the house if I have to approach a situation like that. So.
When you first started doing all that, was it TikTok mainly that you started on? And was it just more for like fun? I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but when did it turn into, hey, I'm just going to do this kind of thing, to like, oh, this could be a business?
Well, the long story short is I had an account that when I first started out creating content, I would just tell jokes. Recycled internet jokes. I wasn't writing anything, and I would always just say, hey, Crystal, do you want to hear a joke? And she'd say, not really. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. And then I would tell the joke, right? And some of them hit, some of them didn't, it just depends on the joke, the delivery and everything else. But what I didn't know at the time was I was learning. Every time I would post a video, I would learn a little bit, and I gained a good following off that. Got to about 600,000 followers, right? And I was laying in bed one night, and it just something clicked. I was like, I was scrolling through and I was watching a video. I think it was the video of the girl saying, "Hey, quick question: how do you throw a punch?" And it just in my head, I was like, "With your hand," And I was like, "Why don't I do that?" So I got up out of bed and I went and filmed. I was like, "With your hand." Listen, did you know that the typical cumulus cloud weighs 1 million pounds? Just redirection, just total ADHD. The way my mind works, anyways,
Which is
right?
That's the beauty of what
know
you're
it.
doing.
It
It's
really is.
fantastic.
And the video hit. And I was like, it might have been a one-off. Maybe it's just a great idea. So I did it again the next day, and that one went viral. And then I did it again, and it went viral. And probably about 3 or 4 days into this, of me doing it, I was like, man, I think I'm on to something here. My account got permanently banned, right? So I went
TikTok?
I went from 600,000 followers. Well, I had gained about 100,000 in those few days, right? Okay. And just from going viral over and over and over again. And the account came down, and I went from 600,000 followers to 3,000 because I had a backup account, right? It wasn't my backup account. I had a backup account, but I gave it to Crystal, so I had changed the name of it, and as Crystal Nunley or whatever. And I said, Crystal, I'm going to take your account back over, And she was like, I don't use TikTok anyway. So I jumped on it, 3,000 followers, and I remember getting off work that day, and I went and did a TikTok live, trying to ask everybody submit some tickets for me, help me out, help me get my account back. Because I'm thinking, I've got 600, 700,000 followers over here. I'm never going to get back up to that. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me two and a half years just to get there. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was sitting in the driveway, doing the live, and somebody got on there clowning me because my account got taken down, and it lit a fire under me. And I said, the hell with that account. And I got out of the truck, went and changed clothes, started posting videos. I posted like 5-6 videos a day for the next year and a half. But in that 30 days, from that moment that I got out of the truck, 30 days later, I had 3 million followers on that TikTok account just because that dude pissed me off. And it's been kind of nonstop ever since.
Wow,
yeah.
man. Wow.
So
that's impressive.
Yeah. But I did start on TikTok, so I didn't have the thought of, cross-posting videos right out the gate. It took me a little while, and finally I was like, why don't I just start cross-posting a little bit, and then that's taken off. So here we are. And, every platform has different rules that you can go by. So there's videos that I can throw up on Instagram that would not fly on TikTok because of their, strict community guidelines. And there's stuff that I can put on Facebook that won't fly on Instagram. It's just weird. And, the whole key to it is a lot of people when they get content violations and get a video taken down, then, they don't learn from it. They just keep doing what they're doing. That's how you wind up losing accounts. That's how I lost my other accounts, So, I just learned from it, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that on this platform, but that video stayed up over there, so I'm good over here. So it's just learning things, learning as you go.
That's smart.
Well, everybody loves you.
I appreciate it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a
what
world
you're doing is
where
very entertaining.
That's why people love you, Neil. You learn as you go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's not.
That's why I've been red flagged like 4 times.
It happens to the best of us, brother. Yeah.
Well, it's not a created character either. Like you said, you learn from what you're doing, but it seems like it's really you. I don't know you at all. Yeah. But it seems like it's just a big part of you. Like
it is. I mean, it's me. I don't try to be anybody else, and they only made one of me, so I might as well try to be myself.
Yeah.
I tone it down sometimes, I mean, I will throw some loose jokes around, but because we're in a part of human history where people tend to get offended over things, even if it's not the way you intended for them to get it. So you have to, being in that space, you kind of have to understand, okay, even though I don't mean it like this, people are going to take it that way. So I just kind of have to, skirt around things, and it's just
everybody.
Awesome.
I say it all the time. Way too sensitive. Everybody is way too sensitive, way too up in themselves.
Screw you! I'm not sensitive.
Yeah, it's true though. You can't. I mean, people just you can't say anything without triggering somebody.
No, if you say something about people getting offended, you're going to offend people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Like it just kind of goes to prove your point that no matter what you say, somebody's going to get offended over it.
Yeah.
So you might as well just be yourself.
Yeah.
And if you like me, you do. If you don't, that's fine too.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
When did you meet LaVox?
Bristol Motor Speedway Spring Easter race. Was that the first year I was there? 2022. Yeah, he just slid in my DMs. And I was like, on Instagram. And I just happened to look at my message request, which I hardly ever do, but I looked at them and I was like, is that the lead singer, Rascal Flatts? And I looked at him, he's like, hey man, I'm in Bristol. I seen that you're here too. Let's get together. And I was like, there is no way. That dude just messaged me, right? Because my very first concert that I ever went to, I grew up, I wouldn't say that we were dirt floor poor, but, we had carpet. It had dirt in it. We couldn't afford the vacuum cleaner, But, we didn't go to a lot of concerts when I was younger. We didn't take a lot of family vacations. If we did, we went to Burke Burnett, Texas, to visit my grandparents that lived out there. But, so the very first concert I ever went to was Chris Cagle and Rascal Flatts, right?
Oh, wow.
And so I thought it was kind of crazy, full circle moment of stepping up in the the RV where he was at and us doing the video and everything. But yeah,
Did Chris Cagle cry at that show you went to?
No.
Because he's talk about a triggered, whining man. All he does is cry.
Does he?
I still got to ask him, Cagle.
That's kind of his thing.
Why you quit crying? Just there's no crying. What is going on? He cries for a living.
Tell us how you really feel about Chris.
No, it's a legit question. It's a legit question. Like, he's a professional crier.
Yeah.
On cue, bang, tears.
Really?
That's part of his shtick. That's what he does.
Yeah.
I made him cry once.
I was, dude, I was probably like 18, 19 years old at the time. I have no clue. He might have.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did. Well, if you saw him in concert, he cried.
It was in Tupelo, Mississippi.
He cried in Tupelo.
Yeah.
Tears in Tupelo.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
Well, but
It's a good town to cry in.
That'd be a good song right there. Tears in Tupelo.
Tears in Tupelo.
Let's write it later.
Okay.
Tully's
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
playing on a session with him.
Well, it worked for.
I'm not worried about it.
It did work for Taylor Swift though. Like back in the day when she was on Paisley's tour,
Who's a woman?
she would.
She's a grown man.
I'm saying.
breaking down into tears every night.
But she
with
would
a headset mic.
cry at the same in the same part of the show, like every night on the
Really?
Paisley tour. And I was out there and I was thinking, God, people are going to catch on to that. It's not going to work. But everything she
Apparently
did,
it worked out
everything she
pretty
did
well for
worked.
her.
That's all that guy does is cry on cue. He's good at it.
That's wild.
So
if y'all
would-
do wind up writing a song called Tears in Tupelo, I bet my name better be on that
It
shit.
has to be.
Well, this is why I bring my laptop in,
Tears in Tupelo.
just in case we get song ideas from our guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Me either.
I've never seen
Ever.
that before. It looks official. I'm gonna
It looks
start,
brand new.
If you guys don't care, I'm
I
going
don't think you should be looking at that at work.
I'm just gonna.
Have you
gonna keep
emptied
it
your
here.
cache or cleared your
It
history?
looks official. It looks like I'm prepared for the podcast.
It does.
Yeah.
Was that it? You were gonna. I thought you were
And-
gonna read us
No,
something.
I'll put the ideas in there.
Oh,
I'll put them in
okay.
there. I just
Yeah,
can't
I'm
let him know
confused.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
because he'll want like a fifth of a
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll take a fifth of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Next to
If you give me a fifth, I'll be happy.
Hey, you said you may have him sing one.
Oh, I
Did
will.
you have him?
I will. Well, that's
wanted
that
to
goes
wait
back
on
to the LaVox thing.
Oh, yeah, him giving me voice
Because-
lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called me tone deaf, which he's not wrong.
I mean,
I
we'll find
heard
out.
you out here. You're not tone
Well,
deaf.
no, I fall flat. I will fall flat.
We'll find out. It's like the first time I met you
Yeah.
was at LaVox's farm.
When you shot that damn deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we told you, hey, you're going to see plenty up there. We were never going to kill a deer that day. Me and him was just cutting up down there and making videos the whole time we was in there, trying to make
know.
up songs on the spot.
Literally, I'm not kidding y'all. Him and LaVox had been up because I go to bed
All night.
I go to bed early.
Yeah.
And when you go down to Gary's farm, and if you're hanging and y'all got the camera rolling and you got this, you're getting content, you're doing this skit and this skit.
Oh, it's like an ADD dream,
it's
man.
crazy.
Well, you can go
and I'm-
bowling, you can go shoot archery,
Yeah.
all in the same room. You know, you never have to leave the yeah.
and Nunley's taking full advantage of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I don't know, it's midnight maybe, because I gotta get up and go hunting. I come back down there to get a cup of coffee the next morning after I get up, right before daylight. They're still in there doing it.
Oh, we had
they
done
are.
everything that night. We had called Uncle Cracker. We had talked to David Spade on the phone. We had done everything. Like if that night had been recorded, it would have been just people are like, y'all talked to who?
I'm sure most
Yeah.
of it probably was
Yeah.
recorded.
And I was like,
you probably can't put it out.
Probably not. No, you're right. You're right. and some Gary'd be like, you know this person? I'm like, yeah. Who does it, right? He'd be like, let's call them. I'd be like, Gary, do you know what time it is? He's like, they'll be up. And they were. You know? We called Cletus T. Judd. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had
Cletus
him
T.
on.
Yeah, and after me knowing him, I'm like, I don't know why Cletus T. answered the phone. Because he goes to bed early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be running on the same fumes that he runs on
Well, yeah.
nowadays.
Speed, baby. No, I'm joking. Not really.
What?
Not really.
Gary, he's tough to
Adderall's a
keep
hell of a
up
drug,
with.
brother.
But
He's
when
tough.
we met, you wanted to do this thing, and we were sitting in there. We just come in from an afternoon hunt. It just
Yeah, that
got
video
dark.
did very well. You talking about the video where? Yeah,
I don't think it. I didn't do well on my account.
Well, it did well on mine. I got paid good for that video.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I don't know. I don't remember. If I
So-
did, I wouldn't tell you.
so
I ain't giving you a cut of
Let's
that.
give them a snippet
Yeah.
of what we did that
Yeah.
night.
Okay.
Oh, what we got?
Because you came walking in,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't remember what you said to me or whatever.
Yeah.
We're over there, me and Gary.
You're gonna have to tell me when to. I don't do music. But
Couple
you
guys.
first class on a flight from New York to Los Angeles, kind of making small talk, killing time, flirting with the flight attendants, 30,000 feet above. Hell, it could be Oklahoma. But bunch of
Just
square
a bunch of
cornfields and wheat farms, man. It all looks the same. Miles and miles of dirt roads and highways connecting little towns with funny names.
Wanna live down there
in the middle of nowhere. They've never been through Indiana.
Yeah, get it.
Or met the man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. Or met a harvest moon. I can't hit that note.
Squeeze your butt cheeks together.
Yeah, sing out of my forehead, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that what they say?
Called a
Harvest moon in Kansas.
They don't understand
Why God made those flyover states. I can match
fantastic.
Yeah, see, I can match pitch. When you come in, I can match it, but then I fall off. I can't harmonize. I can't go above and below.
I didn't want you to harmonize.
Yeah, I figured out that I can match pitch very well.
Really?
If you sang that,
so you're not completely tone
pick it
deaf.
back up. Do it again.
No, you're not tone deaf.
Watch this. Watch this.
Where you
go
want me
ahead.
to go?
Do it.
The chorus?
Yeah. Go ahead.
They've never
Been through Indiana. Met the man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. Or called a harvest moon in Kansas. You'll understand why God made those flyover states.
Oh, nice.
See, I can match.
See,
Nice.
I gotta tell you, and you've got this like classic Willie Nelson back phrasing thing going on, which is
I love it.
Which is, I think you might have a whole nother chapter to your career.
I don't think so.
Recording artist.
No, because what's funny is like if you would have stopped singing and I would have kept going, I would have fallen completely flat. And I don't know why. I've tried to figure that out. I don't know, whenever you stop singing, I will hold it for a second and then I just.
Well, that's like most artists today, so you're fine. Most of the young artists, they do the same thing.
Well, shout out to Cole Swindell.
What are our finest? Sorry.
We love you,
Gary
Cole.
will appreciate that.
Let me go.
Oh, no.
Well, it's also known as the shower effect. You know, we sound better in the shower. You got reverb in there.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what goes great with small town stories?
Original Glory, America's beer right here.
You know, I've been drinking this every songwriting session today.
Man, that clean, crisp taste reminds me of summer nights on the back porch after a fresh mowed lawn.
And they're just not making great beer. They're investing in America's small towns.
Well, it's just like us. They believe in bringing communities together.
Not only do they invest in communities, but a portion of each sale goes to the veterans and the first responders and all the heroes that protect us.
For a limited time, you can become a member of the OG fam and invest in this beer at wefunder.com/original brands.
Join our Original Glory family and help ignite that Original Glory spirit.
My name is Glenn Story. I'm the founder and CEO of Patriot Mobile. And then we have 4 principles. First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to life, military and first responders. If you have a place to go put your money, you always want to put it with somebody that's like-minded.
Of course.
I think that's the beauty of Patriot Mobile. We're a conservative alternative.
Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or have the same coverage. Go to patriotmobile.com/smalltown to get a free month of service when you use the offer code SMALLTOWN or call 972-PATRIOT.
Have you had a hot flash yet?
No, I'm not a woman.
But, no, it doesn't matter. You're 41?
Yeah.
Young man.
I've literally, seriously.
Do guys get hot flashes?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
No, I Googled it.
Really?
Yep. I want our listeners to send it
Listen
in.
to this. Listen to this.
Are you picking
See,
him
I
up out
told
there?
y'all. I told y'all.
This is why we can't. This is why we can't have the door.
This is how the podcast
All I see
opened
is
up.
Allie.
So,
That's why we can't have the door open.
hey, the hot flash thing is for real.
Your hair's wet.
That's
It's just hot.
That
in
wig
here.
is wet.
But I have had a legit hot flash. I have.
No.
Have anybody in here heard of that?
Not the men.
No, I'm talking about men. I'm talking about men.
She was so offended.
I wasn't asking if you had a hot flash. No.
This
He pointed at
this
me,
is
too.
actual
I said- I
danger
meant to say-
Look
territory.
that way.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I'm sorry.
About men having hot flashes.
I'm sorry.
I don't think
Because
so.
nothing good's
No,
coming from
you
that
Google
conversation. I'm not
You
comfortable with this.
freaking
You're gonna
Google
turn her
it.
into
Maybe we
Chris
should take a
Tagle here
break.
in a second.
Well, I Googled it, and it's a real thing.
I'm Googling now.
It's not a real
I've
thing.
had a hot flash. Yes. It's
What
like.
does it feel like?
Well, you just you feel like your insides.
Well,
are on
you got
fire.
low
Then you start
T.
sweating a little bit, and it goes away.
Really?
Well, maybe you
like
should
that.
use the Manscaped 4000. You wouldn't be so furry and hot.
I don't need it.
That right there's the ad.
So
that is an ad
that's an
read.
ad.
Why are y'all not
I
sponsoring
know.
this podcast? What
That's
are
right.
you doing?
Maybe furry and hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can, but you have to have very low T.
Do you have low T?
What's that mean?
Yeah, you
Low
own-
testosterone.
No, I do not.
Have you had TRT?
What's that?
Testosterone replacement therapy?
No.
Yeah, he's got low T. At your age, it has to have fallen off, brother.
All right.
They say you hit your peak at 26, and then it just kind of.
Do you want to borrow some of my T? I have high T.
Are you lactating?
No, not that I know of.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Not that I know of.
I know a guy that used to lactate.
Really?
Well, I mean, I ain't known him in years, but yeah, he would. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Really?
This is fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I was
it's a
just kidding.
thing.
Really?
It's a thing. Yeah.
Man, lactation.
Yeah, man, lactation.
Did he sell the milk?
That's the song right there. Man, lactation.
You should bottle the milk and sell it.
I'm surprised they don't now.
So what do you think? Let's talk some college football here.
Yeah, roll tide.
Because I know because you and I both are.
Roll tide.
Yes.
Roll
You and I-
Tide?
You and I.
No, go Vols.
No.
You're a volunteer fan.
Yeah, we're working that
Do you
way.
know why there's
I
no
am.
prostitutes in Tennessee?
Why there's what?
Because why there's no prostitutes in Tennessee?
I do not.
Because they're all volunteers. Who you root
I pull for the Bulldogs. I don't
Oh,
really,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but again, it's like college football is a side note to me, so
for? Right.
it's fine.
It's the minor leagues, as you call
It
it.
really is a minor
Yeah,
league
yeah.
situation. Not so much now though that the players they've got money to play for now.
Dude, that's ruined college football, and I hate to say it like that because it's like you should be compensated for your name, image, and likeness. I
Right.
get that.
Yep.
It's gotten out of control.
Yep.
It has
It has
definitely gotten out of control.
I mean, Lord have mercy. When you've got college freshmen making more money than people in the NFL,
Oh, yeah.
that is wild.
I know it.
they're going to have
Yeah.
to find a way to either cap it or some way get it back in place because it's out of control.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like now guys aren't even going to go to the draft because they can make way more money in college
Which is
football.
kind of good for college
It
football at the
is.
same time because I've always said I'm like you get a couple of these guys that come in for their senior season that were a Heisman runner-up or won the Heisman their junior year. You get them to come back, man. Lord have mercy.
Thinking like Carson Beck, who went to Miami, he got paid a ton of money, and people thought, oh, he's going to be trash. He actually played pretty good for Miami the first couple games.
Yeah.
His draft stock now is going to rise again. It's
Yeah.
a win for
And he'll
him.
get
Well,
crushed in
and
the
he
NFL.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite thing is half these guys cannot play in the NFL.
Sure, but so
It's-
they should make
Right.
the money.
Yeah, I mean, and,
Yeah,
and so
I mean,
and
I-
they risk getting hurt, and
Yeah.
I get all that, but the other side of it, like, it's a little weird as I'm not, like I said, not having a pure college affiliation to anything. It's a little weird watching these guys get paid that kind of money.
It's crazy.
It's like, okay, this is college football.
yeah. Well, I mean,
You know.
you got freshmen rolling up into
I know.
training camp in Lamborghinis and Hellcats and everything else.
Yeah.
They
You
let
know?
that get out of hand.
They have
early.
Hey, do you know why Tennessee wears orange?
Why?
So they can hunt on Friday, go to the game on Saturday,
Yeah.
hunt on Sunday, and pick up garbage on the side of the road on Monday.
Are these all new to you?
They're new. Yeah, I didn't realize this is going to be a total bashing on Tennessee.
Hey,
I didn't
how
warn
this
you.
Planned out. You shouldn't have been late.
I wasn't
The
late.
man late in the room.
I wasn't late. I was 7 minutes early. I was 7 minutes early. And Tennessee did beat Alabama last
I
year.
knew you were going to get.
So last time we played, we did win.
You did.
Yeah, we did win.
A blind hog will find a nut every once in a while.
And it was against Saban.
It was, and
that's
yeah.
beautiful to me as a Tennessee fan because Saban's a brilliant coach.
Yeah.
So it's cool for them to get that win.
Well,
I don't know what'll happen this year.
And to give
but-
you y'all's flowers a little bit is that I'll tell you what's going to happen with you here in just a second after I say this. But I've always said that college football is this coming from a diehard Alabama fan. I've got a Alabama tattoo on the back of my calf, and I named my oldest son Bryant. It goes pretty deep
Okay.
with our
You're
family.
one of those. I got
Roll
it.
Tide,
Yeah,
brother.
amen.
But college football is better when the Tennessee Volunteers are good. Period.
Yeah.
Like Tennessee, Tennessee being good makes college football better.
It does.
It really
It really
does.
does.
But
In our world, it does, for sure.
Boy, y'all would have had a good season. But Josh Heupel screwed it up this past week.
He did mess up. Now that said, that's a big statement. Like the season's definitely not over.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you
It
go
just-
7-5 now.
It's not.
Season's
It's
over.
not. No, it's not. It's definitely not over.
8-4.
But that was a huge. I
over.
mean, there's
Yeah.
no way I can cover it and say, "Hey, they scored a lot of points." So
Oh, no,
that's
you
not
had
a,
you had the
that's not a
heavyweight
thing,
champ on the rope,
you know?
brother.
And they let it go, and I feel
Why did
super bad for that.
We were watching the game on the road. Again, no. I mean, I don't love volunteers, obviously. I mean, but it's fine. It's whatever. But they had him on the ropes, and then what was the score when we were watching?
It was after the turnover. They got it. They got whatever it was, 1st and 15, but they were out there 40-yard line. They ran three times.
They ran 3 times in a row, trying not to
just
lose.
to play for the field goal.
Trying not to lose. And
Yes.
that kid came in. I looked at Kurt. I said,
That's not even the problem. That's not even the problem. The problem is you tried to get the ball to the middle of the field when the lineman jumped, right? And you get pushed 5 yards back. Now, you're going to have to kick from that distance anyways.
That's right.
What are the chances of you getting another false start penalty right after that? You run the same play, get the
That's
ball
what
to
I
the middle of
didn't
the field and
understand.
give the kid,
Right.
it's not going to hurt anything. You still got a timeout in your pocket.
He didn't have a chance.
You know? And everybody knows you had to have known watching that game. That game goes to overtime. Georgia's winning that game.
Yeah.
Oh, and I already
I know.
as a Tennessee fan, I knew that.
Yeah.
100%. I wouldn't like, hey, we still got overtime. I wasn't thinking that.
Right, no.
I just think that's it. If we
Well,
got
especially
overtime,
when
because
y'all-
the momentum
yep.
was totally lost. Everybody and our defense, they're like, well, crap. And even when we scored a field goal,
Oh, when you scored the field goal, I said it's over.
And the kid made the field goal from the same distance he missed from, which is great. He got the points, but you could tell the energy on the field and the stands
Went flat.
It was flat, and it was that was a really, really tough one.
I was pulling for y'all.
I know it was a good
Well,
game.
thank you.
It was
So,
a good game.
but
It
you're
was
also-
a good game. There were some good moments.
to
Really
get to
good
the
moments.
to the Sunday slate now.
Oh,
The actual football.
Go Bills.
You're a Bills fan.
He's going to get ripped for saying what he just
Okay,
said.
why are you
That's
Bills
fine.
fan?
He's going to get ripped.
That's fine because
all those players
I'm
come
not
from
alone.
college. They don't come from home and they just get there.
That's fine.
To the NFL.
That's okay.
And we
I-
never
I-
did. We
I-
never dissed the NFL.
My favorite
but you
thing.
diss college football.
I don't. My favorite thing is watching. Well, I love watching the Arch Manning nuclear fallout. I do like watching that kind of stuff about college football. But you're a Bills fan.
Yeah.
How did that come to be?
Well, okay. So when back in the 90s, right?
Yep.
When the Cowboys and the Bills were going to Super Bowls left and right. They went to 4 in a row,
Yeah.
right? And I liked the Bills back then. I loved Thurman Thomas,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I even had a Bills clock in my room in North Alabama, right? And everybody else pulling for the Cowboys. Maybe it was just a little rebellion, everybody else pulling for the Cowboys, I'm pulling for the Bills. Now I hadn't watched NFL in years and years and years, right? And my youngest son loves football. Absolutely, he'll sit and watch Alabama games with me and everything. And he fell in love with the Bills. Absolutely fell in love with them. And I was like, well, I can get behind that, And it's something that me and him do. I even took him up to a Buffalo game for a playoff game. It was a snow game. His first time he had seen snow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And what made me fall in love with the Bills and why I will be a lifelong Bills fan is that atmosphere up there in the snow was nothing has ever matched.
Well, that whole city is built. It's like Green. It's like
crazy.
Green
They're
Bay.
crazy,
It's
brother.
like, it's like
It
Green
is
Bay.
like Green Bay.
Yeah.
That whole lifeblood of that city runs through that football team. It's built into the city. So you got to feel good about. If I'm a Bills fan, you got to feel good about your QB and
Oh yeah.
the way that he is like. Everything you'd want in a quarterback.
That dude's cowboy tough, man.
He's going to carry that team on his back.
Yep.
I love watching him play football. And like I said, the Patriots, they're going to have a down couple years. So I don't have a dog in the fight, really. Certainly not going to beat Josh Allen. I'm actually pulling for him to do it because
I would love to see
that
it.
city deserves it.
They have that look, though. They have that look like we're not going to.
And I want it for Jim Kelly too. I want it for all those guys that played Thurman Thomas.
Well, it's a shame that Jim Kelly didn't get it. I mean, 4 times in a row. Man, that has got to be.
Have you seen that ESPN?
I have. The Four Falls of Buffalo. Yeah,
So
phenomenal documentary.
It's done really
It's
well.
Sad, very sad.
But
and when we were in Buffalo, we got treated so nice by everybody up there, right? And Buffalo Bills even reached out to me on Instagram and said, "Hey, after the game, if you and your son would like to come on the field and play catch or whatever. Now it is like, it's right there on the river. It feels like, I think the wind chill was like maybe -2 or something. Yeah. It was so cold, and Blake was already upset because we had lost to the Chiefs, right? It was a playoff game where we lost to the Chiefs. And but before the game, we was sitting, front row down there in the corner of the end zone, and he got to play catch with Stephon Diggs when Diggs was still there. And that was his favorite player. I was like, dude, this is like the greatest, and getting to see it from a kid's perspective. Of
course, it's all about.
But had a blast. I love that place.
Well, I hope. I mean, you got a good shot at it, and I think
I'm pulling for him.
I hope they can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they have a different look. I think they're going to go all the way.
They look good.
If we can get past the Chiefs, that seems to have been our Achilles heel the past 2, postseasons.
Well, it's all going to come to
we can beat them in the regular season.
Yeah. Plus, how healthy are the Chiefs going to get? When they get their, Worthy comes back, and
I love it when our podcast turns into a sports cast, which brings me to
doing a podcast.
You should
with my kid.
No, you should.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
So, what do you think about women refs?
I support anything they want to do.
No, I don't want you tiptoeing around.
No,
nothing.
I'm not.
I want you to be honest.
Are they
don't
good?
You BS me.
No, I'm being real. Here's the real answer. Are they the best option? Are they the most qualified? Or are they the best option over all the other competition that they have? If the answer is yes, have at it, girl.
You know what the answer is.
And if it's not, then no.
You know why they're there.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I know why they're
this
there.
particular question has not come up on this podcast.
No, it hasn't. And since we were going down that road of the NFL, I figured it. I just thought of it. I'm like,
I don't like it.
I think it's hard for.
I just want everybody to be honest.
I don't like it. Who does?
I think it's hard for a female to referee a game that they never played.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's hard to do.
What if go to WNBA?
There's situations that some of these referees, they played and they understand. It may have been pass interference, but given the situation, it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Those type of situations, and you can't just look at everything.
There.
Right, I agree.
I think the hardest thing.
I'm having a hot flash.
I think a couple things. Like to me, there are a lot of women that they're raised with their dads and their brothers, and they know as much about football and baseball and everything else as any of us do. I think it would be difficult.
I agree.
I don't know why.
No,
you don't think a woman could know as much about?
She could know. She could know, but she has no business. Go ahead.
I mean, so anyway, if that's all you ever cared about as a girl coming up and football and stuff like that. But no, what I'm saying is where I think it'd be the most difficult is the players respecting that, because a lot of those refs, they're jacked. I mean, they're big men, most of them, so you look like they could be playing.
There's some big women now too.
But I'm just saying it might be hard because some of those people,
guns were ridiculous, brother.
I don't know. That'd be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But I don't know why they couldn't. I mean, they're not playing. I don't know why they couldn't.
They don't need to be.
They couldn't ref.
We all know why they're out there to begin with. It's like, let the men
just let them have our stuff.
Why can't we just enjoy the men's thing?
I agree with Neil on this. Just let them.
I don't know.
Even my daughter, even my oldest daughter's like, she goes as far, and this isn't coming from me. This is coming from her. She goes as far as going. She doesn't like to see women on the sideline. She doesn't like women sportscasters in football.
See, now
at all.
I don't know. I like that. I don't mind that.
Let me ask you this, Ed, to reciprocate that question.
It wasn't me. I didn't say that.
Right. But do you think men should be umpiring women's college softball?
Bam. Yes.
Come on. They didn't play. You can't have one without the other, though, brother.
I think women should. Only women should.
Danger. Yes, you can.
How?
You can.
Explain.
Why?
I think in that situation, both are qualified. Both.
How?
In NFL, both are not
just
qualified.
Playing church league softball don't qualify you to.
No. It's just all it is slow baseball, super slow baseball. That's all it is.
No.
It's just.
You're gonna get sliced up.
That's all it is.
I can't wait for the feedback.
Both are qualified in softball. In football, no.
Hey, let the women have their softball. Let the women ump it. Honestly. Just let us have our stuff. And
I don't know. I love you, Neil, but I don't agree.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I like your haircut.
God, that's where he goes. He goes just personal.
He knows I love him.
I don't. The sideline reporters, that doesn't bother me as much. I don't want to hear a woman do the play-by-play on a football game or hockey game.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That annoys me. I don't get that. It can do the WNBA. That'd be fine.
I got nothing against women. I mean, I'm going to come across and maybe it's,
Well, no, I mean, I think anybody's entitled to an
but-
opinion. I don't think so. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I mean, the MLB put the female umpire behind the plate, right? Yeah. And she blew like the first few calls, right? Rung somebody up on a bad call that was like obviously a bad call. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do we really have the most qualified person out there?
I know.
Probably not.
If you can't call.
If you look at refs today, especially the male refs, they're all jacked. You don't see any tubs out there running with these guys. I mean, Tyreek Hill takes off. A lot of these guys are doing a pretty good job. But a lot of these refs are doing a pretty good job keeping up.
You probably wouldn't be able to.
They get a head start.
No, I couldn't.
They get a head start because they can see the play develop, and they get ahead of them. They look fast, but they're like 20 yards ahead.
Do you think women refs should?
Oh boy,
I'm all right with it. I'm all right with and if you have the show like what about like Laura Rutledge on SEC when she's talking about college football?
Laura. I love Laura
and
Rutledge.
she's educated. She's not
very
a man.
educated.
She didn't
Tracy
play.
Wolfson's always doing a good job.
Yeah,
But so would you not like her? Would you? Think
I didn't
just
say that.
because-
I didn't say that about sport broadcast.
But you just say you don't like
I
them
just said
being
refs. I'm talking about refs here. Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you Laura Rutledge would agree with me.
Tell you what you're not seeing is a female ref
Let's
in
call
hockey,
Laura.
NHL.
Yeah.
No.
Not
I've always
ever gonna
said,
happen.
I don't know much about hockey. I love watching it in person, right? I think that hockey players are the best athletes in the country.
Oh, it's insane.
It is crazy. Have you ever tried to skate, brother?
Yeah.
That is
You got to
wild.
remember that on a little
Yes.
blade.
No,
all
those
that going
dudes
on.
that's an athlete right there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely insane. What
Totally
about
agree.
Alabama Crimson Tide, though? You know, when you talk about that.
Let's go to DeBoer. Mm-hmm. So I know the first week.
Yeah,
you and
first week,
both-
and I made some big statements
and I did
online
too.
after the game. I was at the game. I took my youngest son and my dad. It was both of their birthday weekend. It was my
We
retirement
just
weekend.
lost Kalo.
Yeah, he gone.
I'm
It
sorry,
was
I'm-
my retirement weekend, and I got a driving service to take us over to Tallahassee from Fort Walton. I was trying to hey, we going to beat some ass. we going straight belt to ass on this one. Nope. I feel like a complete clown because we were sitting there and they was talking about pregame how many ACC championships or how many ACC championships Florida State has, and we had some Florida State fans sitting in front of us. And me, I like to talk some shit, And I said, we've got more natties than they have ACC championships, And they never said a word, and the whole game they were just very cordial and everything. And as later the game got, I was like, yeah, we're about to get our ass beat. And then it wasn't even close. Like we got ran out of that stadium.
Yep.
We left. I've never left a game. I literally have never left a game early.
Well, they showed up. I mean, they didn't show up.
Yeah, I always say, well, when the quarterback can't throw a ball anywhere but the receiver's feet, I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be miserable for the last quarter and have to sit in traffic too. You know what I'm saying? So
You catch a lot of flack. You catch a lot of flack for being a Bama fan. From your followers?
No, because I'm just unapologetic about it. I've always been a Bama fan,
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
If I do, I don't pay attention to it. It is what it is.
I figured you would.
Yeah, I mean, people going to have shit to say about everything. Let them talk. Who cares?
I know.
Well, so you had that bad game, right?
Yeah, and then I came out that weekend. Somebody made a video and was talking about us losing, kind of rubbing my nose in it a little bit. Me and him went back and forth on. He's a volunteer fan, right?
What's his name?
Ginger Billy.
Ginger Billy.
And Ginger Billy don't know this yet. And, I can just throw it out to him right now. We've done a jersey bet the past 2 years. Hey, let's put beards on it. Let's put beards on it this year. Alabama, Tennessee. Your beard versus my beard. Alabama wins, you got to shave your beard. Tennessee wins, I'll shave mine.
There it is.
Where you at? There you at.
Well, think
We
about
will not
it.
forget
That's
that.
a little, that's a little harder for him to take because they're in Tuscaloosa this year.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
So
for him.
you're already going to have a.
Yeah, I'm not dumb. I'm not
You're already
throwing
going
this
to
out
have
there for that.
you're already going to have an advantage. And like any time that Alabama or Georgia, like anybody that we really need to beat, when they have like a crap of a game. It's like, God, why can't we play a team like that on that particular day?
Yeah.
Because every time, as a Vols fan, because we've, you have,
I think Nunley
Vols battered syndrome, but it's like,
yeah.
like they always play their best, so it's just hard. So even if they lost that game, a true Vols fan, educated, I mean, I read about recruiting like every morning and stuff like that. I read about the players' injury report and all that stuff. And,
I used to.
We always, to me, it helps me, like, on, instead of saying, hey, we're Tennessee, we're going to win. Well, you don't have enough players. Now we are getting closer to where we have.
Oh, I think so.
Have a lot better players. I love it. Do love our coaching staff and stuff like that. Love our QB Aguilar. I think
Josh Heupel's
is
a good
great.
coach.
I think Heupel's a good coach and good recruiter,
Looking
team
like Bobby
builder,
Hill,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
does look like
I
Bobby
think
Hill as well.
I think they're doing good. But the fact that they lost that game makes them more dangerous as the season goes on because they're all must wins.
Look at Tully and Kurt. They are bored out of their mind.
I'm not bored. I actually love the
break.
atmosphere of the SEC. Like I do. Like when I moved to Nashville, early '96, I was blown away by the football, college football. Because where I grew up, it just wasn't a thing. So I do love the atmosphere. Like watching that game the other night was fun.
Oh, it was great.
And it's a great atmosphere up there. It's tough football to watch sometimes, but that's college football.
You like offensive football, don't you?
No, actually, I don't. I mean,
really,
I like low scoring game. I like just good. I just
Me
like good
too,
football,
man. I love good defensive games.
But for their Patriots won most of their Super Bowls with good defense.
Yeah.
It wasn't like necessarily, except the time they came back and beat Atlanta.
Dude, that was wild.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I do appreciate the SEC especially.
Yeah.
What I don't like is what happened, was it last week, where the second week of the year, like Georgia plays Austin Peay. And then
I hate those cupcake games.
I wish they would get rid of them.
If you get rid of the cupcake games and go straight into conference schedule from the get-go, go to a 16-team playoff, every conference champion, and then you have, I think you'd have like 4 at-larges and everything. That'd be phenomenal.
I do like the playoff system.
Better for college football.
It makes a person like myself who wasn't really that into college football. I get into it with the playoff system now, but it's the throwaway games. If you're not affiliated with a school, it's like it's hard to really.
But there's also a aspect to that too that is good for these smaller colleges because those smaller colleges get paid a lot of money.
They do $1 million,
well.
and then every now and then they
also
win.
Yeah,
they also win and get $1 million.
Hey, y'all better watch out for Vanderbilt.
Huh?
I'm not.
They had a big road win.
Diego. No. They just beat South Carolina
in
like a dog
at South Carolina.
They beat them up
in Columbia.
They beat them 31. Wasn't it 31-7?
Yeah.
That should be a baseball score.
South Carolina was ranked 11.
Well, it's South Carolina.
I love it. Well, they were playing Beamer ball and didn't work.
I'm just saying. Watch out for Vanderbilt. Nashville is going to come alive. It's going to turn into a college football town.
But to go back
said and done.
To go back to your question, DeBoer.
About women ref?
No, DeBoer. No, we're past that. We ain't going back to that.
No, we don't need to.
No, DeBoer. I don't think DeBoer's the guy. Don't think he's been the guy. When you lose to Oklahoma last year, you lose to Vanderbilt. You lose the first game. You lose the first game of the season for the first time in 21 years.
Yeah,
brother.
I know.
I don't think he's the guy. He might be the guy.
Fire.
We may be eating crow. If he turns it around and winds up winning an SEC championship this year and falls into a natty, I'll gladly eat crow. But I don't think he's the guy.
Yeah, but you won't. It's not like eating crow. It's everything. Everybody's opinions about him and the way the team was prepared.
Oh, they weren't
on that
prepared.
First week.
They weren't even hustling.
That
man.
was legit.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody had a legitimate argument. Your team should not be.
You had 9 months to get ready for that game. What are you doing?
Yeah. What did y'all do the night before?
Yeah. Well, what were they doing the night before? Not sleeping.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. What were they doing the week before? Not preparing, obviously. Yeah.
Hey, let's get back to you as like a content creator, because this kind of fascinates me. We're musicians, we're songwriters, producers.
Y'all are songwriters?
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But our whole life is inundated with music. It's like 24/7 music. You have to do that for you. It's like that's what you're doing all the time, is being creative, trying to be a content creator. Yeah. In your off time, do you ever just scroll and look?
No, man. No.
That's so selfish.
No, I don't. I don't have time for it anymore.
You know, right?
My screen time. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said, "Man, what's your screen time look like?" I was like, "Dog, you don't even want to know. It's embarrassing." My screen. He's like, "Now tell me, 16 and a half hours."
Oh God!
But I stay cooking. Like it's a full time job, man.
That's the thing. It's a full time job, and it's not being creative. Isn't like, wait till I'm inspired to go do something.
Right.
You got to be doing it all the time.
Yeah, you just stay inspired, man. If you don't, you better fake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's like writing a song. It's not like, we're inspired with the thing. Let's go write.
Yeah.
No, you show up and then.
Well, it's just like bodybuilders. You think bodybuilders want to go in the gym every day? Hell no. They have off days. They still go.
Yeah, you know, I do still go.
Yeah. You know?
Brother.
He needs some TRT.
But
amen.
But I would say a difference is between songwriting and what you do is that we can get halfway through a song and say, it's 3 o'clock. We got another day in a couple of weeks. Let's just break and do that. But you have to put something out. Yeah. Like you got to finish it, whether you want to do it or not.
I don't have to.
We don't have to finish it.
I don't have to, but I've always put it upon myself that I have to, in my mind, I have to put out at least 3 videos a day. 3 a day. You know, and it just, the way my mind works is I don't work good by scheduling ahead. So, I have, for the past 5 years, I have uploaded at least two, most of the time 3 and 4, sometimes 5, every day for the past 5 years. Haven't taken a day off.
You don't get Christmas off.
I don't take a day off.
Yeah.
No. If I know I'm going to be locked up doing something all day or whatever, I will record ahead and, put it in the can to automatically post or whatever, but that's very rare.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
That takes a lot. That takes a lot of discipline to do that.
Yeah.
It really
does.
Well,
I mean, today, like when we leave here, I'll be in my AirPods with her driving, and I'll be sitting there scrolling or editing, doing whatever I got to do.
Never ends.
No. Well, I mean, today we just recorded 4 podcast episodes. Tomorrow we're going to record 4, and the day after that we'll record 4. Yeah. Right. So it's just like a never ending.
You still look amazing.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I'm
tired.
Well, at your level of success now, do you look at other people doing the same thing you're doing and kind of evaluate them or judge them or put them down like Tully does?
No. Shout out to Chris Cagle.
No. There's evidence.
No, I don't. Everybody's got their. A lot of people have got to where they ask me my opinion on things, right, and how they should do things. And I, most of the time I tell them, hell if I know, I'm still figuring it out myself. But I'll tell you what I think has worked for me. Being consistent, always showing up is huge. And then just being unapologetically yourself is like the biggest thing, consistency and being yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
Then I got to ask you: did you, when Try That in a Small Town came out, did you post about it?
Yeah, I think I put out a video. Yeah,
you did?
Yeah, because everybody had come out, and we had known each other for about a year and a half
Maybe
at that point, And people were like, "Oh, it's racist dog whistles," and that's such a racist song. And I said, no, I said that I know one of the writers of the song very well, good friend of mine, Neil Thrasher. I was like, there ain't a racist bone in his body that I have seen, and I've been around Neil enough to know that if we've been in spaces before that if somebody was going to drop the word, it would have been dropped there. It was closed doors, no videos rolling. So I know the man's character, and know that's not what that song is about. It's just about we're tired of the BS.
Did you get hate for saying that?
I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't look at it. Whatever.
Yeah.
No matter, like I said earlier, no matter what you say, people are going to be mad and people are going to come at you. Who cares?
Yeah, we know that.
It don't matter what you do. And the fact is, here's the thing with where we're at in society is that if somebody has already made their mind up that Neil Thrasher's a racist for writing that song, you're a racist. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do to change their mind?
That's right.
It's like, why are we all arguing with each other? It ain't going to do no good. Ain't nobody changing their minds about shit.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
That's kind of just where I'm at.
That's right.
So I'm like, live and let live, man, whatever.
Jim, that'll be a great clip where he says that Neil Thrasher is a racist. I think that'd be really good. I'm not trying to do your job, but I just heard that. Hey, so I asked this out of ignorance. is there award shows yet or anything like that for you guys for the most amount of views and followers and all that stuff in the shortest amount of time per year?
There's like
seems like there would be at some point somebody
that would be so much more legit than the American Music Awards.
I think it'd be fun.
Numbnut award shows.
I totally probably wouldn't show up.
You wouldn't?
He wouldn't.
Really?
I
wouldn't show
now.
up.
Oh, okay.
I'd stay at home and keep grinding.
Okay.
There are some award shows, and I have attended one back in the day. There's one that some creators do or whatever, and I went to one and won the comedy portion of it. Never went to another one. So that's the only award show that I've ever went to that I have been nominated for anything. If People's Choice has invited me the past 2 years up for their award shows up here in Nashville, and I don't know if they've reached out this year or not, but even if they do, I'm probably not going to go, just because I don't know. What good does it do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can sit and watch that at home. That's kind of about how, that's when you're getting older, right? Where you're like, I can sit at home and watch this.
Well, but then for your fans, though, that would be cool if they saw you. Like if you could be at that award show, your fans would like to see you there probably.
Kilo, he said he doesn't want to.
I'm just
I don't know. Well,
keep pushing
what was it? What was the one that Bailey Zimmerman had me come to last year? It was at the
one of the big country ones.
Yeah, was it the ACM Awards?
No, she said big country.
I think it was ACM Awards. He invited me to come out and be on stage with him, which was actually pretty cool because my cousin, Dustin Nunley, is Luke Combs' guitarist, right?
Oh,
so,
wow.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so you've got Dustin Nunley and Justin Nunley, and I thought it was really cool that two Nunleys, from a little small hick town in North Mississippi and North Alabama, were all on the same award show stage on the same night. Not at the same time, but the same night. So it was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
On the other side of the People's Choice Awards, it's like your demographic probably isn't watching the People's Choice Awards, honestly.
Man, no. My demographic's probably laying in bed scrolling on their phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, and TV legacy media, TV and I would say radio is dead.
Yeah.
Who's watching? Most of the time, people are scrolling on their phones, and the only time you really are watching TV, most people is watching a sporting event. And as soon as commercials come on, what's everybody doing? I even noticed it this past year during Super Bowl. I looked around. A lot of people used to just watch Super Bowl for the commercials. I looked around and I looked, and everybody had their phone out and was scrolling during the game, during the commercial break. And I was like, and all of these people paid that much money.
Right.
You could have paid a fraction of the cost to me, and I'd have threw a video up for you. People would have caught it during the halftime show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
interesting.
I think and a lot of these big execs are trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think like radio spots, is dying off. And that's not how people. You can be your own advertising agency now. That's what I told Gus when I went to work with him at Harley Davidson. He's like, "So what are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm going to turn you into your own advertising." He's like, "Well, we already do this, this, and this." And I said, "You ain't going to need it. Give me 6 months, you'll be fine." And he's pretty much cut every bit of it out. He's like, "You were exactly right." The rest of the motorcycle industry is kind of down right now, and we're doing fine. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's just
amazing.
Because, yeah.
You got Redfin.
I've got Redfin, Waze.
Redfin's a sunglass.
Yeah, sunglasses. Yeah, fishing sunglasses, polarized. Redfin polarized, and Big Gus tractor and equipment. Harley. Is there anything I'm missing? Waze energy drinks.
I figured you'd be like involved with the hat that I have on.
What is that?
Apparently not.
I was wondering about that. It's a decent logo.
So you've never seen the logo in your life?
I don't know what that is.
Birdie.
Looks good.
What's Birdie?
I don't know.
You never heard of Birdie?
What's Birdie?
Really?
Uh-uh.
I thought Jared was like one of your best friends in the whole world.
Oh, Jared, Redfin Jared.
Jared Way, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's involved with another sunglass company. That's interesting.
Breaking news here on we're gonna go to break.
I just knew. I just knew when I wore this hat.
Yeah, we got to get you in some Redfin shit.
Oh,
are you part of that?
No.
Oh, what are you wearing that for, man? I'll put you in some Redfin
but the Birdie glasses actually helped me make more putts, and it's true.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They did. And redfin helps you catch more fish.
No, redfin will actually get those testosterone numbers up, brother.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to ask you before he left, dude.
Are you fixing to kick me out?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No.
That's fine.
You are a hitting coach, or were a hitting coach.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So did you play ball, or how did that whole thing start or happen?
Yeah, I mean, I played all through school and everything. I never did anything past high school or anything, but I'm a student of the game. I love baseball. I'm a student of the game of baseball. I understand on the molecular level of hitting. I love hitting.
Ooh, I like this conversation.
I love it, and I'm good with teaching kids how to do it. Softball and baseball. Yeah.
So what's your favorite MLB hitter of all time?
Oh, of all time?
Of all time.
It's different. Okay, so that's the trick question, because who's my favorite hitter?
Well,
what is my favorite swing of all time?
Favorite. I mean, I would say maybe favorite wasn't the
Ted
right.
Williams.
That's what I was going to say. Ted Williams.
Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was a better hitter than Ted Williams. He was, right. You'd have to. Some of his stats are wild.
Some of his stats are wild.
They are.
No, I'm not taking anything away from Ted. Ted Williams is a great hitter.
I will say, because I love the art of hitting. I love Ted Williams, Gwynn, Wade Boggs. Somebody I love watching those guys hit. Paul Molitor, those guys, old school guys, hitters, slap hitters. Pete
Paul
Rose.
Molitor wearing his batting helmet over there on first base, man. It's like that dude went in the dugout and forgot to put his hat back on all the time.
But I do love that. That is the art of hitting and that is.
My favorite current player is Mike Trout. I think he's going to go down as probably the greatest to ever play the game if he stays healthy, because if you look at his sabermetrics and his WAR, it is wild. Wins above replacement. I think he's going to wind up going down as the greatest player to ever play the game and probably never win a World Series, because being with Angels, right? Yeah. Greatest swing of all time, Ken Griffey Jr., period. That dude got on plane, stayed on plane, and it was gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, it was just poetry in motion.
Okay, so nobody's going to be interested in this but me. How they're teaching the kids now, it's all about launch angle.
I never talk to kids about launch angle. I talk about getting on plane early and staying on plane. You want to get on plane early, stay on plane, as far as you can out that way, right? Without casting your hands or anything like that. If you can stay on plane for as long as possible, you're going to have success as a hitter. Right, the launch angle, man, that'll come.
I hate it, Bob, but I hate it because it's like basketball. It's 3-pointers or layups. Baseball is now home runs or strikeouts.
Some kids you can teach like that. Some kids will understand that, right? That you start talking about launch angle, you explain to them what launch angle is, and they will understand. They're like, oh, most kids will not, right? So you have to teach them the correct way to do it. Get on plane early, stay on plane late. You
still do this, by the way?
Not so much anymore. I don't got time, man.
When doing 15 videos a day, buddy.
When I first blew up online, I was part owner of a baseball and softball training facility, and now when I blew up online, I was like, I don't have time for this anymore. And there was a lot of upset people. I was like,
what about your kids? Any coaching or anything with that?
Yeah, I coach Little League baseball every year, but anything other than that, and I probably won't. Maybe one day when I'm a little bit older, I'll try to go coach high school or something, but not right now. I ain't got time for it. And I don't want to do something and half-ass it. I'm not a half-assing kind of guy, right?
No.
If we're going to do it, we're going to do it. And if I'm just going to halfway do it, I'm just not going to bother. So.
Well, you're a lot more intelligent than I thought you were.
I appreciate it. Is this the longest we've sat and talked?
It's the longest.
Well, you can't say that because that.
Well,
just
you never sit still
you.
when we're ever together. You're right.
You're
filming something, running here, running there, telling them stand right there. You stand. Yeah. Your knowledge of I've learned a lot about Nunley tonight.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah.
And I don't respect you any more than I did, but you are.
Hopefully, that's a good thing. Right? Yeah.
Or all the facts that you have after when you're turning it and you're saying, well, now is all of that accurate?
I try to fact check everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's sometimes that I will leave little key bits of information out, right? And I do that for a reason. I've always done it for a reason. I will give you just enough of a fact to where it will make you why. Why is that way? Go do your own research. I think with the way things are today, it is important to go do your own research on things and not just listen to some idiot on the internet tell you, right? Because something may be taken completely out of context, or something may be completely false and made up. Something may be AI generated. Go do your own research. Don't just believe everything you hear. But sometimes I will. I won't screw the fact up. Now I have screwed a couple facts up. But sometimes I'll leave little key pieces of information out to where it doesn't fully explain why that's a fact. It's like, listen, did you know that, 70% of all trees fallen by beavers will fall towards the water, and why? Who the hell knows that? Who's keeping track of that?
And then you said that the Army has more boats than the Navy.
Yeah, which is wild. Ain't not more ships.
Not ships.
So, hold on. Not ships.
And the reason I asked the question is everything true is because I thought, heck, I'm just going to come here and listen to you and get smarter, because you had a lot of random things that were
it's like Cliff Clavin.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, Cheers.
Cheers. He's the post. Oh, really? Ever watched Cheers?
He's the postman.
Cheers.
Cliff Clavin.
Yeah.
He's always like little known fact.
Yeah. My parents would watch that show. I was like, this is such a stupid show. And as I've gotten older, I will catch myself. If it's on, TV Land or something, I'll be like, it looks like a pretty interesting show. MASH. I love MASH.
MASH is great.
I hated it when I was young. I love MASH.
They don't make TV like that no more.
No, Duke's a hazard, man.
Oh,
I thought I was a Duke boy. I own a General Lee now. That's when you know you made it as white trash. You buy yourself a General Lee, you made it all.
And your podcast is called what?
White Trash with Money.
So I'm coming on there soon.
Yeah, you coming on
there?
Can
we change the name briefly? White Thrash with Money.
We can, because it works out. I will introduce it as White Thrash with Money.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's my episode.
I like it. That's actually a pretty good idea.
You
I
like that?
We'll change it for one episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the way you said,
actually.
That's actually a good idea, as he wasn't expecting a good idea.
He wasn't.
It's actually, it really is a dope idea. I like it. That's funny.
Well
White
done,
Thrash
Neil.
with Money.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll do anything as long as you push it out and get it to as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, that's your job.
No,
You're supposed to make us rich. We're not helping you. You're helping us.
Y'all already rich. Hell, I'm still trying to climb. You know what I'm saying?
Let's help each other.
We can help each other.
Can we do that?
We'll hold hands and skip together.
All right.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Take us out, Kurt.
Hey, first, could I get you to do just a little piece of, and the reason I say this, because I've got a little baby, 19-month-old, me and my wife, Rachel. And every morning on the way to daycare, you listen to all these songs. And people say, hey, what are you listening to lately? Well, I'm listening to Jesus Loves Me and, and the little shark song and things like that. And I was looking you up today, and they had that story about the cocaine in the water and everything, and the sharks were you did the little, can you do that little cocaine
cocaine shark did do 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 cocaine shark did do 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 cocaine shark did do 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 cocaine shark.
Really?
It's just a kid's song. Yeah, it's a but usually it'll say
you're
baby.
teaching your kid that?
No, but it comes off of the song.
Is your kid Colombian?
but it comes off the song. It'll say baby shark do 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 do, and then it'll go mama shark do do do. It'll go like that.
But it was a news story that some cocaine had fallen off the cartel's boats, and sharks were eating it. Can you imagine sharks hopped up on cocaine?
God.
Imagine a great white on cocaine,
bro.
Dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think about
it's
that.
like the Cocaine Bear movie.
Right.
Yeah, cocaine bear.
That was a
I couldn't bring
classic.
myself to see it.
Absolute classic. It was pretty good.
Sharks.
It was pretty good.
Thing
I
we
liked
watched it. Yeah, it's actually a good movie. Cocaine Bear. Gotta check it out.
It's pretty good.
Let's check it out.
He was mad.
Yeah.
Our brother. Oh my God, dude! We know you're busy, dude. What, 4 or 5 podcasts a day, content all
This
the time.
is my 5th one of the day.
You took the time with us. Really appreciate
I appreciate
you,
you having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank y'all.
I'm glad our
Thank you.
paths crossed.
Me too, man. I appreciate having you as a friend. I talk about you quite often.
Well.
I'm like, you know Neil Thrasher, and people just automatically know we know each other. What's wild?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. People be paying attention, man. They're like, that old racist guy, Neil Thrasher.
Oh yeah, I know him.
I know him.
I know him.
Oh yeah, you know about thrash.
And I tell him, try that in a small town.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy that he always just texts random, sayings and stuff, right? And I've always thought it was funny that he would just out of the blue, he'd be like, try that in a small town. It's funny.
That's good. I love it. Hey,
Love him.
And thanks for bringing your buddy Dylan
thanks for
too.
having me in. Yeah. Y'all need to have him on.
Yeah, well, I was checking up both of you, so I
we
was
checked him out.
Glad to meet both of you, and thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And
in case you didn't already know, Dylan Weldon sitting here next to me, the man in the pearl snaps.
Oh yeah, he reps those nicely.
Yeah,
he's got
He
one
really does.
undone. I mean, he's got.
Oh Lord, Meeber,
you got a wife beater under there.
Somebody pregnant. Neil's daughter's here, man.
Yeah, she's married. She's married. Yeah,
that ain't never stopped Dylan Weldon before.
And with that,
you're welcome.
in a small town. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you, brother.
No, thanks for having me.
buddy.
Thank you. I'll take it easy. I'll take it any way I can get it.
That's not. I'm really sad. I really thought that. I'm like, wow, it's so cool that they adopted a special needs Chinese.
By the way, we're on, so maybe you should tell people what's going on.
Yeah. I didn't prep. I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's on me.
Yeah, it's on
but
you.
Go ahead and tell Nunley.
Well, I didn't know who he was bringing, and so the whole episode, I'm looking at the couch, and there's like a really nice woman and a Chinese boy. And
can you say
you thought Carissa was his wife?
I thought
his wife.
Yeah, I thought.
Which is a
that's
well,
legit. That's legit.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you. It's my fault.
No prep. I thought that was his wife, and the whole time I'm thinking, and he's so entertaining and funny. I'm laughing, but I'm looking at the couch and I'm thinking, wow, that is so awesome that they adopted a little Chinese boy. And I'm like, that is amazing. And
he's taking pictures.
He's got braces on. I'm thinking. I'm like, this is so. They've taken him under their wing, and this is amazing. Like, what a great guide. And I realized after the episode, he's like his editor. He just
like Nunley's gonna pee his pants.
Maybe he's both. Maybe
I'm thinking they adopted this. Went over and got a Chinese boy, and I'm like, wow, this is really big of them. This is tough.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeller.
Yeah, I didn't. That didn't cross my mind.
I'm so sorry.
I think his name was Andy.
I don't get his name.
He has a name, Tully.
Anyway,
he's not just a Chinese boy.
Nunley, I'm sorry if I look like a deer in the headlights for most of it. I was just really impressed that you guys adopted a young Chinese boy, which is not that rare.
No. Well, and it's smart because then you can have him do your editing as well.
True. Yeah. True. Family business.
That is a legit great idea. Yeah. Thank you, Kurt. Always thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nunley's going to pee his pants when he hears
Well, that he's going to hate me forever, but
no, he's not.
I was like, wow, what great people they are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Am I the only one that thought that?
I didn't think.
Well,
that.
I already knew.
But I
already knew they were.
I knew.
What did you think, Kalo?
I thought he worked for him. I didn't.
Oh, please.
I have no reason.
Of course.
To believe anything else. Like
of course you did.
He and Carissa.
He must work for him.
He and Carissa flew over to South Korea and adopted him.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but he thought he was a Chinese boy.
Same thing, right?
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we got it. That's not going to fly.
Yeah.
Okay. That was fun.
But hey, that was fun.
Hey,
right?
why is making your podcast grow so hard?
What aren't we doing?
I don't get it. It seems like we're doing all the right
Caleb,
things.
what aren't we doing?
We're checking all the boxes.
It's comedy.
We're getting unfollowed by the minute. No.
Yeah, we may lose some of that.
They're going to love us.
Back to you, Kurt.
Our sponsors love us, though, don't they?
They do, and we love them.
Yeah, we love
Patriot
them.
Mobile.
So they used to love us.
Hey, throw me one of those hats, Jim. Because Patriot Mobile.
We love our people at Patriot Mobile.
Oh my God. We got some ballin' hats here.
Oh, those are nice.
Patriot Mobile are some good people. It's a great service as well. Look at that. Ooh, yeah.
I see a lot of birdies in that hat.
E-Spaces we love.
Good.
We definitely got to thank E-Spaces. We got to thank Original Glory.
Spaces.com.
Oh, yeah. E-Spaces. Everybody always remarks on that.
They do. I like it.
It's a great voice.
Well, it's my broadcast voice. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's out there. It's good.
Oh, it's
good.
out there.
I need to work on it.
Catches the attention. You know.
By the way, Ed comments a lot. We love Ed. Nobody else really comments. We need some comments on YouTube. Step up. Let us know what you think, even if you didn't like it.
Or Ed, start recruiting better.
No, I want to hear that. I want to hear more hate. I want to see more hate mail.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably get it this episode.
I want to see a lot more hate mail.
But seriously, leave us a review, leave us some comments, download the episode, do all the things. What am I missing?
I don't know.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Patriot Mobile,
sounds like we got them all.
Original Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
You covered it. Chex Mix.
And just thinking, Justin,
Yeah, that was awesome.
He was amazing.
That
really,
dude
really
is
funny.
What he's done,
funny. Yeah.
you know,
Hard
with his
worker.
career and retired
that is-
military.
And you don't realize,
you know,
like, doing that stuff, like the 4 or 5 posts a day and then the podcast, like, it's mentally, it is.
I'm exhausted doing this one.
It's exhausting.
Oh man.
To have to do it and then you have your little boy edit it. It's tough.
That's not. That's not. That's not. Hey, that's not his kid.
I know.
Did you really think that
I
was?
swear, God.
You thought that was?
I'm so sorry, and I'm surprised I'm the only one. I know that you didn't know, but I'm surprised that my
knew.
other 2 friends, Jim, what did you?
Don't drag Jim into this.
I thought he worked for it.
Oh,
No, he did.
Jim's
no
got
way.
COVID.
I
He's
want
not
to let
thinking straight.
Nunley know that
There isn't a-
totally actually believe that Carissa was your wife, and y'all adopted
Andy.
an Asian boy with braces.
And I'm sorry.
He honestly thought that.
Yeah, I think the braces came after the adoption.
Yeah.
But I will say,
Nunley
I honestly
definitely could afford it.
thought that was the situation, and I was so surprised when he mentioned that he was the editor. I was like, well, I missed that. Anyway,
You did. Nunley's going to pee his pants when he hears this.
We appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks for enduring
Yes.
through that.
Even though we are raised upright, even though
Amen.
the things we've said.
All right, this is Try That in a Small Town podcast. We'll see you soon.